EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Prime Time showdown between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Leading the Vikings, there's a reigning NFL Coach of the Year, Kevin O'Connell. Has a 14 and a 13-win season under his belt in his 3 years in charge. And on the other side, a first-year coach a lot of people are excited about in Chicago. That's Ben Johnson. It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them in his pseudo-rookie season after that injury cost him last year, the 10th overall pick in our 2024 draft, J.J. McCarthy.
Dude, I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the opener, right? Week one, all has a sense of gratitude. All has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys on the planet that get to start an NFL season, and you want to make the most of that chance.
This is Mason on second down. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Escapes the defender. Has him on a quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Moore going in motion left. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. New set of downs for him. He starts at the 38. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. On him quick, and they bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd down.
Motioning the tight end left. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Taken in by Addison, left side. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before it goes out. This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. They'll throw, 3rd and long. He's going to run for it. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. The defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. Reichert connects there. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
Even if it's not a touchdown, well, you're happy to see the offense produce points in the first trip out there this season. For a kicker, kind of nice to start 1 for 1 as well.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Josh Blackwell to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So here come the Bears as they get set for their debut series. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
I got a smile on my face. I know he has a smile on his face as he runs out with a new season ripe with every possibility. This is only the first scene of a 4.5-month movie where he could be playing the part of the league MVP, maybe leading a legit contender into the postseason. How he starts this campaign, though, how you start will have a massive impact on how things play out. You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. They gain 11 on that play. And it'll be first down Bears.
It's a gain of 11.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Williams on first down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Second and 10 now. Williams. It's taken in by Roma Dunze. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be first down Chicago.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
First down, Williams. Short pass brought in. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule. You get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here's Williams again. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of gain.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Pass brought in by Burton. They got the football block, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker, fourth down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
He's keeping it. He's going for it. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
Offense executing early. New set of downs at the 38-yard line.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Williams to throw on first. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down around the 34. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. The Vikings have played to an early lead. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They're advancing it well as they face second down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Third down. Here's Williams. Has his man caught by Odunze. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down Bears.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Vegas!
To the air yet again. Williams finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Again, it's Williams. The left side finds Burden. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Hey, volunteer,
First and goal, Swift. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
Vegas!
Working from the gun, Williams escapes the pocket, and they take this in for the score. The Bears finish off their opening drive. Caleb Williams, the touchdown. And that opening series, you use this word a lot when we brought up methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start. I mean, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and found the end zone as a result.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. On the return, it's Rondale Moore. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. And they are really starting the season off with a banger of a contest here, Brock. A chance to measure up against a division rival, and this win could be an important one to have in hand in just a few months. First and 10, here's McCarthy. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
It's second down.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
On 3rd and long, it's McCarthy. They set up the screen. It's Hopkinson. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield. The Bears offense out there for their second drive of the contest. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And they bring him to a halt right at that midfield stripe. D'Alford getting there for the stop. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. The Bears on top here at Soldier Field. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Now Williams. Completed over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. First down, Williams to throw. On the move, headed right. Complete right side, Burton has it. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. A pickup of 17. And it'll be 1st down, Bears.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Vegas!
From the red zone on 1st. He connects with Burton. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Slam left.
Running behind center with Swift. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears grow their lead just before halftime. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears drive their lead to 11.
Bears 14, Vikings 3. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Moore with a return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Vikings with a football here late in the half. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the second. And it is enough time to put something together. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. Bears pick it up, headed the other way. And he's going to return this to the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears butt racing them to the halftime locker room. Really smart play from him there, Brock. Not just to fall on the football, but to take it in for the score.
Yeah, a word we don't normally use with D-linemen a lot, quickness, right? Usually the corner skill guys, but he was quick, man. He downshifted in a hurry for 6.
Santos now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears push their lead to 18.
Bears 21, Vikings 3. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Moore with a return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Vikings with a football here late in the half. And losing by 3 scores, they'll have a final chance to take at least 3 off that deficit. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Dumps this one off. It's Jones. Still going inside the 35. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Here's McCarthy to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Now McCarthy. And he goes down. The Bears got him. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I've got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Well, last play didn't work out too well. Looks like they're going ground game now. They're going to get him again. A couple of stops now, Brock, they've made behind the line. They're going to force 4th down.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. What a start to the 2025 season. Full slate of games, Sunday of week 1. Let's get to it. Our spin through the NFL starts now. In Inglewood, the Rams at home to take on the Texans. And this is Matthew Stafford. One of his 3 touchdown passes in the ballgame, he also added a rushing touchdown for good measure. The Rams wind up winning this one in front of the home crowd to begin the new season. From there, let's go out to Denver, checking in on the Broncos as they host the Tennessee Titans. And it's Tony Pollard. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Titans come away with the victory on the road in the season opener. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy, the New Orleans Saints hosting the Arizona Cardinals. And it's Kyler Murray. It's a touchdown pass from 3 yards out. The Cardinals find a way to pull this one out as they escape with the narrow win. Time for a look here at the rest of the games going on and what's to come here in Week 1 of the new NFL season. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Blackwell now to return it. Showing a little burst so far. All right, so they're going to take over the 39. Nice effort there. Ben Johnson doing the last bit of coaching here as the Bears return to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And the drive starts out small. Just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Williams to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
If you want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st and 10 from the 43.
What is up? Hey, volunteer.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. He gets him inside the 40, and that's a gain of about 9 yards on the play.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
What is up? Vegas!
Williams set to pass. Got a man. It's Colston Loveland. He's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
What's up? Blue.
On the give, it's Swift. Oh, he lost the football. He's scooped up by the Vikings. Not a ton after the recovery, so they're going to take possession deep in their own territory.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Minnesota in the formation. It's 1st and 10. Now give it to Mason. Off to the races, middle of the field. The 30. Running in the red zone. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings start the second half with some needed points. Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings make it an 11-point ball game.
Vikings 10.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. First down throw by Williams. He finds a Dunze downfield. And he has him right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. They get 22 out of that play. And that'll be first down Chicago. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Williams to throw on first. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be down by contact, so now our attention turns to the flag on the play. So through some pretty blatant interference, he found a way to make the catch for the first down, Brock, and they can decline that penalty.
You know what you don't find in the NFL, Kate? You don't find receivers that aren't hungry. When that ball's in the air, they want to eat, and they will fight, and they will scratch, and they will claw through contact to make sure they get their touches. It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here's Swift on second down. Pick up a 5 on that play. And it'll be first down Bears.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Toss play, Swift. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8. At the 19-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Vegas!
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throwing the out route complete. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on down. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. First play in the drive. Here's Mason. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. McCarthy looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. I'll take 2nd down behind the sticks now after that holding call. Now it's McCarthy. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. They've got a man in motion. They turn to Mason on third down. And he's not going to escape. They could not get the push they needed. That's going to be a safety.
You could just feel it, right? Right off the snap, you just got that sense at the line of scrimmage. When those big guys defensively win it right off the jump, right at the line of scrimmage down here at the goal line, well, they've got a chance to put 2 points on their ledger. That's well done by those big boys defensively.
Always hurts to do this. They give up the safety and now have to kick it away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they'll accept the miscue and take that flag.
Automatic first down.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
What is it? Hold on. We got Hornet. Yes.
Working from the gun, Williams. Connects downfield, on target to Burden. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
That's good for a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
What is up?
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's the Bears with possession and a fairly comfortable lead to begin the 4th quarter. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
What is up?
Williams on 1st down. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
First down, here's Swift. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Williams from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
What is up? Hey, we got to switch it up.
Working inside the red zone. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line.
Here's Williams. This one's caught. And this one does not go far.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Williams to throw on 3rd. Catch made. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. 1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
Yeah. Tango. What is up?
To the air yet again. Williams. Brought in right side by Moore. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears have likely locked up the win right there. DJ Moore, the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
So after thinking it over, they're lining up for 2.
Yes. What is
The
up?
Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. And that one's caught. Chad Purple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4th. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense back to the field now. And all game they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's trying to push the field. A dangerous throw. He almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. McCarthy trying again on 2nd down. Pass is caught by Addison. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Vikings.
Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Another one to Addison. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's another Vikings first down.
Mason gets it from the gun. Nothing doing here as he only manages the arm. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Vikings hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, McCarthy throwing for the back of the end zone. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands, an aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
An 8-yard pickup brings up 4th down.
Desperation time here. Taking a chance to the end zone. And again, they drop the interception. This time it's a good thing, though. Much better field position without it, thanks to the turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. This drive is going to begin with a run by Swift. Cuts it to the right sideline. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Call it a half dozen on that run, Brock. It's second down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that, which is kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
They'll run now with Swift. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
32.
Staying grounded with Swift. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
Hey, volunteer.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Vikings' 21-yard line.
So Soldier Field sees another win for the Bears. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears winners as we say so long from Chicago.